Shifting focus all the way to the West, US President Trump has said that he would love to make a deal with Iran to improve bilateral relations between US and Iran, but added that Tehran should not develop a nuclear weapon. During a briefing after meeting Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu, President Trump had a message for Iran. Listen to this.
I say this, and I say this to Iran, who's listening very intently. I would love to be able to make a great deal, a deal where you can get on with your lives and you'll do wonderfully. You'll do wonderfully.
Now, ahead of his meeting with Netanyahu, Trump signed a presidential memorandum reimposing Washington's tough policy on Iran that was practiced throughout his first term. Trump said that he was reinstating the maximum pressure policy against Iran over allegations that it is trying to develop nuclear weapons.
Today, I also took action to restore a maximum pressure policy on the Iranian regime, and we will once again enforce the most aggressive possible sanctions, drive Iranian oil exports to zero, and diminish the regime's capacity to fund terror throughout the region and throughout the world. We had no threat when I left office. Iran was not able to sell oil. Nobody was buying oil because I said, don't buy it. If you buy it, you're not doing any business with the United States. And Hamas was not being funded. Hezbollah was not being funded. Nobody was being funded.
During an exchange with reporters, the US president also said that he's given his advisors instructions to obliterate Iran if it assassinates him. In November, the Justice Department announced in federal charges that an Iranian plot to kill Trump before the presidential election had been thwarted.
Well, they haven't done that, and that would be a terrible thing for them to do. Not because of me. If they did that, they would be obliterated. That would be the end. I've left instructions. If they do it, they get obliterated. There won't be anything left.
The memorandum instructs every department in the US government to design sanctions on Iran, especially in relation to nuclear activities. It orders the US Treasury Secretary to impose maximum economic pressure on Iran. It also directs the Treasury and State Department to implement a campaign aimed at driving Iran's oil exports to zero. According to US Energy Information Administration estimates, Tehran's oil exports brought in $53 billion in 2023 and $54 billion a year earlier, based on OPEC data. The output during 2024 was running at its highest level since 2018.